Lads, welcome to the J7D. This is their new Rank 7 Premium for the Chinese tech tree. Now they haven't actually given me a test drive of this for some reason. They give me a test drive of all of the other vehicles. We can see it's coming here in Rank 7. They haven't got a Rank 8 vehicle yet. Not too sure why. Probably because the F16 is coming. I wouldn't be surprised if the J7E wasn't up here as well. This was made in the 1990s, I believe. But anyway, it is a battle rating 11.0 in the 7th rank of the Chinese tech tree. It's basically just a MiG-21, excuse me, losing my voice for some reason. I've recorded quite a lot of videos today. Producing 6,750 kilograms of thrust, so it's certainly not a MiG-21 BIS level engine. It's kind of equivalent to the MiG-21 MF in the German tech tree. That's got a little bit. It differs a little bit in that one. But anyway, we take a look back at it. Unlike the rest of the Chinese MiG-21 clones, it does not have a 30mm gun. It's got the 23mm dual gun. Or it's one gun but two barrels. That always confuses me. We do have CCIP for our cannons, rockets and bombs, which is quite nice. As well as a radar. But no one's really interested in the radar with this thing. Anyway, the star of the show, well, let's not jump the gun too quickly. We'll start with the shit things, the Type 91 rockets. These are pretty terrible. If you've watched my J7D or my A5C video, these rockets are pretty terrible. We then also have the Type 132s. These are quite good actually. You only get 4 per rocket pod, so I'm not sure why there's 5 here. Anyway, quite a lot of penetration. It's a high explosive warhead, so you are going to kill a tank if you actually hit them. Then also have 250 kilogram bombs, as well as 500 kilogram bombs. Nothing too fancy to be honest, but they are reliable with that CCIP. You can also take them in combinations as you can see here. We then have our R550 missiles, and this is where the J7D starts to get interesting. Obviously not because of the PL2s, these are the AM9B clones, and also not because of the PL5Bs. Now these are the top missiles currently available in the Chinese tech tree. It was rumoured a couple of months ago that the Chinese were getting the PL8s, however they are considered quite a big jump forward in capability, as they are, I believe, the Python 3s, or at least the Chinese clones of them. But this plane does get the PL7s. These are basically the Chinese clone of the Matra R550 Magic 1s, I believe. Now these are not all aspect, as you can see here, they are only rear aspect. But they still have 35 Gs of maximum overload, which makes them very, very good. Now I can't put these on the plane for you to show you, but I can take them out in a test drive. I don't know why they didn't just give me a test drive of the plane, they give me literally everything else. So it's basically just a MiG-21 MF, kind of, with like French magic missiles, which makes it insane. Unlike most of the French planes as well, this can carry 4 of them instead of just 2. Most Mirages only carry 2 magics. So this plane is probably going to be the best premium rank 7 so far that I've seen. You got the performance of a MiG-21 with the all aspects, well not all aspects actually are they? The basically all aspect missiles of at top tier. When everyone's going supersonic, the planes are going to be hot enough where you probably will get side aspect shots with these things. But I'm looking forward to this plane. It's a bit of a stutter there for some reason. The plane itself, it's not got the best flight characteristics compared to some of the other MiG-21s. It's certainly not a MiG-21 BIS. Bodhi, stop barking. You could argue that like the MiG-21 BIS Lazarus in the German tech tree, the new premium that's coming, you could say that that might be better. You could also say that the MiG-23 in the Soviet tech tree, the new premium. You could argue that because that thing gets access to the R24s and the R60Ms. But I think this is going to be pretty good. You've got one of the best missiles in the game on a very good airframe. You also get flares. And as much as people criticise the 23mm, at close range, this do work pretty well. There are obviously no M61 miniguns, but they always work good enough when I need them to. Maybe in high angle deflection shots, yeah, you got a point, they don't really work that well. MiG-15 isn't really hot enough to get a side aspect here. We can see they pull an absolute huge amount of Gs. I think this plane's going to be quite good. I'm not sure it's worth $70, but I wouldn't really say any premium's worth that much money. But we do have the cockpit already in the game. Probably a sign that it is just a copy and paste, to be honest. The plane itself isn't going to be the fastest or the best turning. So, in terms of stuff like that, can't really complain about it. But I think it's probably better than the A5C, which is the current top Chinese premium. Obviously, because the A5C only gets 2 magics. So this carries the same weapons, really. So this is the Matra R550s, whereas these are just the clones of those missiles, basically called the PL7 in Chinese service. So you can already grind all the... Well, he's probably going to get an F-16 for China, which is a bit of a cop-out, really. But anyway, lads, I quite like the J7D. That's not the J7D, that's a... Oh, I don't want to buy it, God's sake. Gaijin, you shitheads. Anyway, boys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Pretend that's a J7D, and I'll see you in the next one.